So we began Access. We looked at how to create a table, data types, and different things. But seems some of us have forgotten, so we are going to review about a simple steps. So Brian, are you using your laptop or you are on a phone? Brian?
I'm muting.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's proceed. So guys, what you are going to do, I'm going to open up a new page of Access so that we can review how we do all those stuffs. All right. I told you when you go to File, you can see New. New, it means that you're going to open a brand new page. So again, we go to New, we have this blank desktop database, we have custom web app, we have Northwind Star Edition, we have Northwind Dev Edition, asset tracking. So we have contacts, students, event management, task management, nutrition tracking. So database actually, as I told you, that is the database, it deals with that data, you know, inventory, home inventory, customer service, call tracker. I think all you see here, they all in what? In database. You have desktop, how to calculate age, desktop, how to synchronize. So this is all what? Database. But here we are going to create a blank desktop database. So we click. So they are saying blank desktop database. Should I create Access app or an Access desktop database? So we are going to put a name. Let's say our second review. We named it our second review, then we say create. So this is how our page looks like, guys. This is our new page, named second review. So what are we going to do? Second review is not a must that you must name this thing like this. It's just a name that I have given it. Hope guys we're together. So what I'm going to do, I come to create. Create, this is where everything begins. So when you go to create, we have a table design. So when you click to a table design, this is the table design. So when you click a table design, the design tools comes, you see, when we want to create, we created a table design. So the table, when the table came, then there came table tools. Then under design, under there is design. So in the extreme left corner, there is view. So we click to view, then we go to, then we have design view and data sheet view. But the first thing is the design view. What is the design view? As you can hear the design view, this is where we first design the entries and the data types of the what? Of the document that we are gonna write. For example, I was telling you an example of a school, where a school we have, for example, a school database, we can have a name of a student, we can have the age, we can have the ID, we can have the course a student is pursuing. All that data can be fed into our what? Our system. So what are we going to do? Each entry that you have had, it has got a different data type. Are we trying to pick something? So for example, ID, to generate a data type, it depends on which type of characters or which type of data you are feeding into the system. For example, when I say ID number, because the student must have ID number, then I go to data type. So within data type, you can see there are lots of data type. We have short text, long text, number, date and time, currency, photo number, yes and no, or object, link, or hyperlink, then attachment, calculated, and lookup wizard. We are going to look at each. So we have short text. What is a short text? Remember, a text is a combination of numbers and words. That one forms a text. Then a short text can reach up to 50 characters. Then long text, that is more than that. That one becomes a long text. What are the examples of those ones that follow into a short text? For example, a name. A name of a person can be under a short text because there is no name that is greater than, that has characters that are above 50 characters. Is there any name? Is there a name that has more than 50 characters? I don't think so. So then from there, we look at long texts. Long text, they have more than 50 characters. Then we have number. A number begins from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is a number. Date and time, of course, when you are entering data that involves data and time. Currency, if you are going to enter information concerning with the money, that one qualifies to be under currency. Kathy, are we together?
Yeah.
Then we have auto number. Auto number, when you put in auto number, it generates itself. Auto number begins from 1. For example, when you put the ID in a data type of auto number, then you will not have to type in the ID because auto number, it will generate itself. We shall look at the live example. Then we have yes and no. Yes and no, or yes stroke no, that one is also a data type, where that whenever you tick a box, it will give us a checkbox. Whenever you click a checkbox, that one means yes. Whenever the checkbox is unclicked, that one is no. All object, that is an object. Hyperlink, that is when we did in Microsoft Word to link a word into a word into a document, or a document into a document. That is hyperlink. Or you can attach a link from internet like www.google.com into our thing, that whenever you tap that, you will be redirected to that link or that website. Attachment, you can attach a file, attach anything. Calculated, you can have a formula, a customized formula within your data. If you want to calculate, for example, you can say, if you want to calculate profit, you can say maybe selling price minus cost price, or cost price minus selling price. Then you say is equal to this, then that one will be calculated. Lookup wizard, that one, when you want to have like 4 entries, and within those 4 entries, you just want to choose from the drop down. You don't want to type. For example, last time we said, if you are having 4 departments like ICT, science, maybe information technology, science, agriculture, like 4 departments, and you just need to choose from the drop down, you choose the lookup wizard. So let's look at each of them. We say short text. Then here we say surname. Surname can also be short text. Then we say other name. That one can also be short text. Then we say date of birth. Date of birth, that one is within date and time. Then we say tuition. Tuition, that one is that is money. That one is what? Currency. Huh? Then is payment status. Payment. We want to see those ones who are paid, we say yes, and those ones who did not pay, we say no. That one we use a yes and no. Then here we say serial number. Then serial number, let's say auto number. I want us to look at these ones. Serial number, then we say auto number. Then we say department. Department. In the department, we can put lookup wizard. So that's why when you say lookup wizard, it is say this wizard creates a lookup field which displays a list of values you can choose from. How do you want your lookup field to get its values? 1, I want the lookup field to get the values from another table or query. 2, I will type the values that I want. Remember, we do not have any other table where we're going to get a query, nothing. So we are going to type it by ourselves. So we say, I'm going to type. Then I say next. So when you say next, it will say, what values do you want to see in your lookup field? Enter the number of columns you want in the list and then type the values you want in each cell. Then they are saying, to adjust this width of a column, drag its right edge to the width you want, or double click the right edge of the column heading to get the best fit. So all this one information is helpful, but what is more important? What is more important is what we are going to do right now. So this is the column that we are going to use. So in this column 1, we're gonna type in. You can even put column 2 if you need, but we are going to only use this one because we are not going to put multiple entries. So here we say within department, so we are going to say ICT. We have ICT department. We have science. We have science. We have engineering. Then we have biography, biology. Okay, then we say next. Then they are saying, what label would you like for your lookup wizard field? Department. The label is this one that we wrote here. If you want to change, then you can put it here. Do you want to limit the entries of the choices? No, we do not want to limit. We want to see everything. Then they say here, the secondly, do you want to store multiple values for this lookup? Then you say allow multiple values. So here they are saying, those are all the answers the wizard needs to create for your lookup field. Then we say finish. So we have finished creating a simple design view table, which has the ID, surname, other name, date of birth, tuition, payment status, serial number, and department. What we do, we save. We go to this and click save. So it brings us this one. What are we gonna put? Let's say maybe students table. Students table. Then we say okay. Okay, now this is the students table. What you are going to do after doing all this, I had forgotten something, a primary key. Now, a primary key, like I told you, it is a unique identifier. A unique what? Identifier. A primary key that when you are in a design view, you must give a primary key. Why do we give a primary key? For example, when you have a lot of students at school, you might have a student called Najinda Majorin, who is in S2 East. And again, in the same class, you have Najinda Majorin, who is in S2 East. They have the same names, they have the same looking, they have the same date of birth, they have the same, they perform actually the same in class. So meaning that you must find something that will differentiate from Majorin, differentiate Majorin from the other Majorin. Are we together, guys? So according to the school structure, what is that thing that can differentiate them? That when I need to know that this margarine is this margarine and the other one is the other one. Like for example, twins, for example, if twins have the same names, twins look alike, everything is the same. Where can we differentiate them in the system? By giving them the ID number. The ID number can never be the same. Even if you like it or not, you can never have the same ID number. Even if you look at your national IDs, Emirates IDs, everything, the ID differ from each other. So here we are going to use the ID. So that thing that we use to differentiate from the other, that is what we give to be a primary key. So you highlight it like this. If you like this is highlighted, then you click on the primary key. Then you save. From there, you come to view. Hope you see view where it is, guys.
How do you save? How do you save? How do you save the primary key?
You just after like this, you go to primary key.
You just save normally from there?
Yeah.
From save?
For example, I want to put the primary key. You choose like this. Then you go to primary key. It has gone there. Then you just save.
All right.
Then from there, you go to view and then open a datasheet view. Datasheet view. So remember here, when we got back to the design view, this one, we have our fields. By the way, these are called the field names. These ones in Excel, we call them columns. Here, columns are called the fields. Then the rows are called the records. So here we have rows and the records. Are we together, guys? So we go to view and click datasheet view. So here you can see those fields that were in a column, now they are in rows, okay? So let's try putting in some characters. Here, modern computer ID number, you can say modern computer world 001. 001, maybe stroke 2024. Then surname, I can say Ategeka. Then second name, I can say maybe Pius. Date of birth, because it is date and time, I can just choose from the calendar if I want. Then the tuition, let's say for me, I pay 6,000. Then the payment status, I say, yes, I paid. Serial number, you see? Serial number, it puts itself, because the data type we put, yeah, we put auto number. Are we together? Serial number, yo yete come as 1. Why? Because twatademu data type as auto number. So it auto generates itself. So here we have department. Remember department, twatademu lookup wizard. Okay? So here when I try typing, nothing will come. I have to use the drop down. Why? Because I typed this one's in lookup wizard. You see? So maybe I choose ICT, I click OK. So let's put another one. I want to show you here on tuition, the difference. Let's say now, modern computer world 002 stroke 2024. This one is Brian. Maybe Brian, okay. Then date of birth, I can choose from the calendar, anything. Here now, because this one is currency, currency deals with the money. Let me put anything that is not currency and we see. This one is not currency. You see, they are saying the value entered does not match the currency data type in this column. Enter new value or convert data in this column to the text data type. Help with the data types and formats. When you try to enter anything that does not belong to that data type that was defined before, this will give you a warning.
It will not allow.
It will not allow. So I have to put the real data type that I entered. Because it is currency, it must be a currency. When I put a currency, it will accept. You see? Here we can say Brian has not paid. Serial number you cannot type because we said it is auto number. Here department you can't type because we use the lookup wizard. So we choose maybe it's in engineering.
Nishira katanga basasula sente za teacher.
Muchitegedde?
Genda maaso Romushan.
Kalese. So now I have another one, modern computer world UG 003 stroke 2024. We can say Nyangoma Catherine. Now here, because it is date of birth, we use the date and time. Let's type anything that is not date and time and we see. And we go to another one. You see, they cannot allow. Ochiraba? They need something that is date. Because remember we put date and time. So when I put maybe 7th of Feb of March 2024, 2023. So I go, you see they accept because this one is the date format. You see? So I can say this one is in which is in maybe biology.